Hey, welcome back everyone, Jay Barino here, continuing StarCraft Mass Recall, StarCraft Brood War Remake, and StarCraft 2. Continuing the stand, the Battle of Braxis, Mission 5, our first encounter with the UED, Protoss Fleet, high orbit, over the planet Braxis. I had a question at the end of the last video regarding the UED special skins that were implemented and whether they overwrite the retro model or vice versa. And we're about to find out.
Executor. Our sensors have just identified a large group of Terran vessels. However, their configuration profile is unlike any Terran group yet encountered. We are receiving a transmission from the fleet's command ship, identifying itself as the Alexander.
Protoss Commander, I am Admiral Alexei Stukov of the United Earth Directorate. We are here to take control of the Terran Dominion and all of its outlying colonies. You are in direct violation of Terran space and have openly attacked Terran troops. Lower your shields and power down your weapon systems. The UED will be taking custody of your ships and whatever spoils you have garnered from this planet.
United Earth Directorate. Raynar spoke of the distant Terran homeworld called Earth. These humans have come a long way to make war on us.
Have faith, Zeratul. You almost sound as if you fear these humans. What are they to such as we? Was it not we who defeated the dreaded Overmind?
Yes, Artanis, we did vanquish the Overmind, but we did so with the help of humans. Do not be so quick to underestimate them.
Of course. Executor, I shall test the mettle of these humans by scouting ahead of your ships and finding a way through this blockade. In Toro Tassadar.
Okay, destroy all power generators to pierce the UED blockade. Artanis must survive. Let's go. I should point out I did load this map up to check on the skins issue. UED blockade perimeter Braxis system. And the retro mod is still in effect while some of the skins are overwritten by the special UED skins. So overall, it's going to turn out exactly how I had hoped. I should have had faith from the get-go. All right, let's inch closer to keep an eye out on where we want to drop. So on hard mode, this is an interesting map in that you do not receive your reinforcements on top of what you already had for the previous section. So in this specific mission, we get to keep our scouts and Artanis, but everything else will disappear when we move to the next section, and then we get new reinforcements. So that's how this map is going to work. Okay, hop on in. Let's move on over. Let's hotkey Artanis and the scouts as separate. The scouts, I mean, they're scouts. They'll be a little helpful, but for the most part, I mean, they're beefy and can take some hits, but there's missile turrets everywhere on this map. Everywhere. So we'll destroy the ones that we can destroy, but for the most part, we're not going to be able to do too much against the turrets, or do too much with the scouts, I should say. So like we can inch forward with the observers. It looks like we have observer sight range. We can just sit down here with dragoons. So that's fine, but for the most part, this is just sort of a waste. We do have singularity charge, which is nice. We just keep inching forward with the observers. Now, I don't want to take too much time here, but at the same time, I want to be very careful and make sure that I don't just carelessly throw away units. So I am going to get rid of a lot of missile turrets that I do come across, specifically because I want to make sure that I don't accidentally throw my scouts away, because that is definitely something that I will do accidentally, you know, because I'm a fool sometimes. All right, the shuttle's also pretty good for scouting, or at least running in with the scouts, because I'm pretty sure that the shuttles will disappear as well, so we can just kind of treat those as throwaways. I'm not sure what's up here besides just turrets, so let's just ignore that for now. And just keep scouting out. There should be a bunker somewhere in here, indeed. So what I might do here is exactly what I was saying, which is go in with the scouts and have the scouts soak up some of the damage, specifically Artanis, because they can take a beating. We micro them out a little bit, and it'll all work out. Unless there's a turret behind it, let's just quick save and get in there. Okay, back out scout. And it all worked out. Okay. Granted, there was a fire bat in there, so that, you know, had us take a little bit more damage. But we're going to do the same thing to this bunker, I think. Yeah, so we'll probably lead with Artanis this time, and let's do the same thing. Get in there. They're splitting up their attacks across two different scouts, which is very nice. Okay, I don't need to be as careful, to be honest, just because we're losing these units. They're going to all disappear after this. So what I will do is get rid of some of these turrets so that I don't accidentally run my scouts through them. But keep in mind that these should all go inactive once we finish up this section. And this is only on hard difficulty where you lose your units in between each round. We should keep our observers as well. Okay. That's clever that they stopped spinning.
Executor, with the power generator destroyed, the missile turrets on this platform are no longer operational. However, we will need reinforcements to finish the job.
Reinforcements are en route now, young Templar.
Okay. Yeah, so we did lose the shuttles as well, but we kept the observers. That's about what I expected. There's a random UED engineer just sort of sitting here. Units removed. In hard mode, ground units are removed between each generator. Air units still available, except the shuttles. Those never really technically counted as air units because they're built out of the robo facility, like in the last mission. Okay, and let's just go ahead and move all this stuff up. Move up with our observers just to check what we're up against across, find the best place to land. It's definitely over there on the left side. Now we have Dark Templar. This is kind of the same group of units that we had last time, except we have Dark Templar instead of Zealots, which means they're more fragile. I'll probably do the same thing with the Scouts, though, just because they're terribly useful to soak up that damage, and we're given time to allow them to get their shields back. Normally, I never really used to use the Scouts for anything useful, and now I realize that they are, in fact, quite useful in this specific instance. Looks like we could come over on this side, too. Does this lead anywhere? Yes, it does. Okay, but yeah, there's turrets over there as well. I'm hesitant to kind of sneak through here. Let's see if we can make it through. Okay. That's a separate generator, I think. Or is this a separate generator? I really don't remember, and it kind of seems like it's urging me to go this way. I think I need to go the other way. Okay, well, let's just load up and head on over down here. I mean, this is certainly closest to this generator, unless we go up and around to it. This is probably the third section, though. I don't quite remember. We'll have to use the Dragoons to pick off these turrets, and then we can sneak in with the Dark Templar and get rid of the bunkers. Just have to be very careful this map. You can't just sort of bum rush your way into any specific location, because you can get murdered very, very, very quickly by being careless. Okay, so let's move up the observer just a little bit here. The observers, they die so quickly as well that you have to be actively careful with them. We can reach this one, right? Okay, good. So you guys slowly destroy these missile turrets. They'll start burning and help us out a little bit. Again, this is going to be a little time-consuming just because I'm going to be extra careful with my units. But at the same time, because I lose them in between each round, I suppose I don't have to be that careful. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to get this furthest one, but we can try. We do have that singularity charge. Let's try it. Yeah, perfect. Okay, we can get it. So slowly but surely, this one might not even be able to spot us over there, but I'm really not sure, nor do I really want to risk it. Okay, cool. And then we can move up with the observer just to sort of poke in and check to see if we are visible. Looks like no. So let's hope that there's nothing that will... Let's hope that they're not going to scan us. They shouldn't have scan on this map. That would sort of defeat the purpose. Okay, good. They don't. Let's move our Dark Templar to the other sides of the bunkers so that when we attack what's inside of them, they get pushed away and not backwards towards more detection. Okay, Dark Templar's so good. Something spotted me from over here. Probably just a missile turret that could see me. Let's keep inching up. Okay, nope. I think we're just going to have to bomb into this one, but let's see if we can circumvent it by dropping around it. That's another thing that we can do, is we can fly around the bunkers and drop Dragoons on the other sides of them. Well, there are turrets over here. I don't know if this will be useful. Ah, okay, there is also a science vessel. We have to try to pick this off if possible. We'll see if that comes back this way. We want to get rid of as many science vessels as possible, as you could imagine. Can we outrange this bunker? No, not quite. Okay, how do we want to deal with this? I think we're just going to have to go in with the Dark Templar and the Scouts, lead with Artanis, just like last time. The problem is the turret's right behind the bunker, so let's quick save. And then, now go in. Okay, we are out of range, so this should be fine. Okay, good, and we didn't lose any, didn't take any health damage on our Dark Templar, which is kind of a big deal. Let's get rid of these to open the way for our Tannis to be able to fly through with the scouts. Try not to take any hull damage on the scouts specifically, because that is irreparable. Our shuttles, again, we can kind of use as bait moving forward, so we might want to hold on to those. Let's move this observer up in this direction, because we're probably going to be going that way next. Please tell me that this wasn't worthless. I'm leaning towards it being worthless because, well, no, we can destroy these turrets and then fly through this area with shuttles and go around. I think there were two ways to approach this one. We could have gone this way, which wasn't really that bad. But we have to open up a path for us to drop. All right, let's take the observer. Gotta be careful with the observers, though. They are not replaceable. Yeah, so and then right over here is the actual generator. So all we have to do now is we can fly over the edge. And even use our Tannis to kind of scout that out as well. So let's inch up. Okay. Is there detection here? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Okay, so what we're going to have to do... Gotta find the best way to take care of this. If we drop a Dragoon down here, we might be able to destroy that turret. And, yeah, we can just be a little cheeky with how we handle this. So let's load on up. And we'll specifically use the Dragoons. Let's go around with the observer that can spot for us. It does have a bit higher sight range. And let's see how close we can realistically get here with a Dragoon to destroy this turret. Yeah, okay, perfect. So as we destroy this turret, we could even go around and do the same thing for the other turret and get rid of the bunker with the Dark Templar. Okay, we could test this out with the observer. How close can we realistically get here without it seeing us? Okay, shit, well, oh, didn't quite lose the observer. Really thought I would. We have to kind of try to destroy the other turret. Let's see if we can... Shit. Oh, that's unfortunate. We can't afford that. Let's try this. And then we drop our Dark Templar, and we're square. Okay, losing the observer is not really something we could have... Well, I mean, we can afford it, of course, but I would have preferred not to. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's fly by this, go all the way around. And then drop the Dark Templar. Okay, they can still see me. I think we have to go around. Yeah, there's no detection over on this side. It was that turret that could just barely see us. Alrighty, and then that's number 2 completed. I will destroy this bunker in case we have to fly over this area in the future.
Reinforcements are en route now, young Templar.
I kind of like that strategy. I don't think I've ever actually done it that way, but we could have gone up and around and through all of this, and I'm glad that I didn't. Now we want to go up to the left. These bunkers remain. This science vessel that's patrolling is almost dead, which is going to be really helpful for us. Okay, let's grab our Tannis and go down and around, and what did we get this time? Slightly better. Slightly better. It's just sort of a combination of the last two. More Dragoons would be useful, honestly. I'd trade in a Zealot. I'd trade in 2 Zealots for a Dragoon at this point, if possible, but it's not going to happen. Okay, probably going to do the same thing here. Going to have to wipe out these groups of turrets. I'm probably going to quick save here pretty soon. My scouts are at really good health. After this generator, I think we get more scouts, too. I'm looking forward to that. I realize I should probably use the Dark Templar to scout if they can see us. Specifically because the observers are more fragile. Not by much, but they are more fragile. I'm going to do the same thing here where I'm going to go around the bunkers and attack them. So that when we kill the UED Marines, yeah, and they have their own special skins. Very cool. Yeah, I popped this map open and just used the vision sheet to check that. But that's really, really neat. So that way, oh, okay, get out of there. Get out of there.
Yes, Executor.
Let's see if we can snipe that thing. It's only got 1 shot worth left, so let's just... Bam. Okay, now we no longer have to worry about stupid patrolling science vessel. This Dark Templar being low is not a big deal. Those Marines look really cool. They kind of look like the Spec Ops Marines that Nova has. Okay. And then I assume any other faction that's not the UED will use the Retro Mod Marines. I like that a lot. We can use the scouts and the shuttles to kind of scout. I got to be careful with these observers still. Okay, it looks like we're closer to this one than We actually are, I think, in this case. This is where we want to use our Tannis. They've got the cool tanks, too. All right, let's inch up here with our Tannis. Get rid of the tank first, and then we'll come in with our Dragoons and get rid of the turrets on the other side. I think we're just out of range of that turret. Nice. Yeah, they've got a lot of the spec... That's really neat. They got the Spec Ops skins. Okay, so those two turrets really don't matter that much. It's more getting... It's finding a way through this area by flying around these bunkers. Or I could just bomb straight through the bunkers. I've got Zealots Dragoons, and it doesn't matter that we hold on to them because they're going to get replaced anyway or taken away from us no matter what. What I could also do is destroy these turrets over on the left just to see if there's a way that we could fly around and get around the bunkers. But honestly, the bunkers are close enough to the generator that I don't think we're going to have an opportunity to anyway. So I think maybe we're just going to want to go in and attack. I don't even think I'd use the scouts because I don't want to risk it. Let's just check to see if there's a way around. Looks like no. Looks like no. Otherwise, we'd have to try and destroy this turret, which, yeah, this is... I think we just kind of have to go for it here. So the best thing I can do is quick save. Get the Dark Templar sort of in the front. And let's go. I don't want to risk sending our Tannis in. They have Wraiths here as well. A decent amount of Wraiths as well, actually. Okay, destroy the bunkers. Oh, okay, no. No, shit, okay. That was close. Okay, let's see if we can draw the Wraiths down into this direction. No! Another one goes down. We still... Oh, you know, we have 2 Dragoons. This should be all we need, realistically. Okay, snipe this Wraith. There should be maybe 1 more Wraith behind all of these. 2 more Wraiths. There might even be another one further in the back. These Wraiths are also there to stop you from flying around this area, I think. Now, let's get rid of all of them, though, because they're going to come and harass us later. If we want to try to fly through this area, we're going to have to deal with them. Constant Wraiths! All right, come on now. Just a little bit. Oh, my God, another one. All right. Cycle the Wraiths, or cycle the Dragoons. I can't fly our Tannis in here because there's missile turrets everywhere. So let's get rid of a couple of them, and then we can have our Tannis help us clean up the actual generator that has more health than I'm rather the 2 Dragoons have to deal with themselves, because this would take forever. Okay. Not terrible. And again, the fact that we lose these units anyway just makes this not matter. Let's get this other observer up here. The biggest loss is that all the observers have died. Let's kill these engineers.
Reinforcements are en route now, young Templar.
Okay, now we have Reavers. No money, though, so we actually have to be quite careful of that. We just got pinged the next place to go. Now we've got those extra Dragoons that I'm looking for, but no real meat for this army. Oh, we got new observers, too, so let's clump up. This is just an engineer, right? Yeah, okay, so let's come on up in this direction, grab our other observer, and just come up in this direction. And we have to still avoid, like, this little area here. We got to be careful. There's 2 generators left. So we're in really good shape. This one's kind of weird. There's spider mines all around it. And a decent chunk of units. So you could kind of just... You could sort of just go for it if you're really feeling crazy. But I probably won't do that. So we're going to use our observers to scout exactly the direction that we want to go to take care of this. There's ghosts surrounding the area, too, that are going to lock you down like crazy. So... Oh, no. Oh, we can't afford that. We can't afford that. No, our Tannis. Oh, no, stop. Stop. Okay, well, we're not going up that way. Let's take an observer. We'll allow these things to get some shields back while we check. Whoa. Okay, so there's the UED Goliaths. Looking really cool. So if we were to come around to the left, would this work? I think I used to go around to the right. So I don't think the left is really a viable path. No, definitely not. So we can't go to the left. Got to come down and to the right, so let's check to see the most viable place to land. Alternatively, we just sit on the low ground and use our units to shoot up at them. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is use some Dragoons on the low ground, pick off some of these units up here. Theoretically, you want to come down in this direction, but getting rid of those bunkers would be a pain. You got another one up here, too. I think I can avoid all that by just dropping the Dragoons here. Some of the fun parts, I mean, the fun part about this mission is they give you an opportunity to do this in many different ways, which I like a lot. Okay, inch forward just a little bit. Oh, fuck. Oh, get in the... I left that one tank. We have to come and kill this. There's two, actually. Let's come down and just get rid of these with our Tannis. Of course, these were meant, I think, as defense of previous generators, but if you leave them behind, then you still have to deal with them.
Consider it done.
All right, down here. And I'm just getting rid of this one just in case. Just in case. Alrighty, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. So now we can drop these off. We lost a little bit of shields on our Dragoons, but nothing not manageable. Yeah, we can draw some of those Goliaths towards us down here, too. Looks like no. The Goliaths don't want to be baited. Nope. Okay, this is good. Again, we have to clear out an area here. The more of those that we can get rid of, the better, as you can imagine. Okay, let's keep checking. We can't quite get to that turret. I think we want to clear out this other one, maybe even two more, to get the Reavers up to that top area. Let's see if we can get some more Goliaths to come and attack us. Looks like no, but again, just clearing these missile turrets out is a huge boon. Including the Goliaths. We just get rid of them now, and we don't have to deal with them later when they're gonna cause us problems. Okay, let's inch forward with the Observer, and I have a wide open place here to land. We just have to find our way down. So there's spider mines everywhere. We can destroy those with Storm if we so desire, or Dragoons, as long as we can see them. And then you've got the Ghosts, and then the center platform, which has a ton of defense. So if we get up here, we're in better shape, but we do have to find the ramp that leads us down. So what I'm going to do is start dropping my Dragoons up on the high ground, and we can move up with our other shuttles and drop as well. I'm leaving the Reavers inside the shuttles for now, because I think it's kind of a waste to use their Scarabs when you really don't need to. So let's drop this here and hope that there aren't any tanks that can see us. And if there are, we'll just frantically load these guys back into shuttles. And I have to find the ramp down. And I'm not sure if they go all the way up and around or if there's another one up here, but I can't really afford to check. Okay, there's a tank there. Let's back up. Not going to bother with that because we don't have to go that direction right now. I could drop down here and use High Templar to kill the Ghost on the high ground. So let's do exactly that. So let's storm right here. That's going to kill him. There's one in each corner, too, so it's not like this is going to be super easy if we... Okay, drop these, or pick them up. Drop the Dragoons. We're going to start pecking away at spider mines. There's tanks up on the high ground, too, so this is not going to get any easier. We just have to slowly get rid of some of these spider mines to open the way a little bit. And my Reavers are going to be totally loaded up, which is going to allow me to just sort of make a big run straight for the platform. And just drop the Reavers on the platform. Just good old classic shuttle Reaver drop. This is a little tedious, admittedly, but, you know, it's going to save us. It's going to save us a lot of heartache later if we just do this way now. Okay, let's inch forward. Okay, there's Goliaths on the edge, too, so we can't necessarily... I mean, we could move up close to the edge and attack them, but I think I'd rather just drop the Reavers on top of them. But getting rid of the turrets and you know, everything like that is just going to be... Okay, there's a tank up there. This is where we can use a Reaver. Like, one shot should be enough. How many Scarabs do we have in here? Okay, that'll burn down. Let's do the same over here. Well, I don't think we have to do... We don't have to do this for every single one, realistically. Oh, okay. Nope. I do want to kill at least two of the Ghosts. My Reavers can't shoot up there, so you just sort of have to run in with your... You sort of just have to run in there with your shuttles and hope that the ones with the Reavers properly land. Okay, and then let's try to grab the next Ghost. You can see him. No! Don't. Oh, my word. Okay, this is a clusterfuck. Don't lose the shuttle, please. Just kill this Goliath. I guess we'll kill this this turret up here. Don't get close to the edge, because that's where the tank is. I'm being really anal about this. I probably don't have to be this careful, to be honest, because I have enough units, and again, if I lose them, it does not matter at all. Okay, another ghost down. That's just one less lockdown that's going to hit us when it's time. Okay, where's my other shuttle? I think it's about time we make a go at this. I think we're in good shape. Let's move up. We'll load the Dragoons up. Okay, well, we have an opening here. Yeah, so this is... I mean, we just kind of have to do it and hope that we don't lose shuttles along the way. Could use the scouts to distract. What I'm going to do is turn these into Archons because they don't need to be High Templar anymore in this... I wonder if I can get... No, I don't think so. I can't get away with a storm. What I'm going to do is hallucinate and then turn into an Archon. And then the hallucinations will cover us while we drop our actual shuttles. Artanis and scouts, just stay in the back. You're not going to be used. Okay, those hallucinations are around for a while, so we're in good shape. Okay, and here we go. Let's spread these out just a little bit. Shouldn't be too bad. Now we want to mix them in. We've got to get them a little closer here. Come on now. Okay, let's go. Let's drop right here. Doesn't matter really what we lose here, as long as we get some units that are dropped. The Reaver specifically was dropped in. We got rid of the tanks. The Archon is alive. Get the Archon. The Archon is probably the only thing we're going to have left. There we go. Well, we did it, okay? The Reaver getting dropped in there. I don't really know a better way to have done this. There might have been a few better ways to do it, but realistically, we completed it. So, that's all that matters. We're going to lose all these units. We're going to keep the observers at least.
Reinforcements are en route now, young Templar.
Okay, we have a nice large group here. We get Corsairs, we get Scouts, get all sorts of goodies. Let's come on over here and meet up, and then load up our Zealots. And we do have an Arbiter, which I'm probably going to use to either stasis a bunch of stuff around the generator or recall behind enemy lines. I'd prefer not to have to recall, but if that's what I have to do, I mean, I do have Disruption Web, so I can drop kind of anywhere that I want. So let's try to find the best area to drop. I think we could drop anywhere with Disruption Web. That's what it kind of comes down to. So let's move our observers up. I think the right side is the least defended. Could drop over here and push our way over, but honestly, I think if we can avoid that and kind of make a go straight for the generator instead, I would like that more. But see, these areas are largely defended. We'd have to use multiple Disruption Webs, and there's a Valkyrie. I mean, our scouts can kill the Valkyrie. That doesn't really concern me. Okay, let's go ahead and hotkey our Corsairs. And it also depends on what is actually... I think we're gonna have to go to the right, especially because that Valkyrie is there. So let's go ahead and move our scouts and Corsairs up in this direction, unfortunately. And again, this, I mean, I can use the Disruption Web for when we're really trying to drop somewhere else. Let's see, or just groups of Goliaths or something. We have a nice group of Scouts and Corsairs now, so realistically, I maybe could just be able to Disruption Web and make a go for it. I think that would be a mistake, though. I'm going to hold on to the Arbiter for stasis. I think I'm going to hold on to the Arbiter for stasis at this point. No Dragoons, which sucks. So what I'm going to do is drop right here. Move up. We have to be prepared to use the Corsairs and the Scouts to help my Zealots where necessary. So let's quick save. Get rid of these so that we can move our air units further over. Okay, and again, we have a lot of scouts here, surprisingly. Let's get the Arbiter across. How large of an area is stasis? Pretty darn large, so we can use that to stasis the big battle cruiser near the end, because I know there is one. All right, Observer, why don't you move on up, and let's take a look. We do have to be on the lookout for those Valkyries. They can hurt my scouts significantly, even just one or two of them. There's one right there, actually. We're very close. We're very close to the end. Oh, okay, nope. How do I want to deal with this? I could just fly right by this and recall in somewhere else. That's what I sort of want to do, just to avoid most of the static defense. I could pick up and come over in this direction instead, even all the way over here. I suppose let's do that. I don't need to use recall. I could also just stasis the Valkyries. Let's grab my air units and come up and around and just avoid that stuff if necessary. I'd rather avoid the Valkyries rather than engage them if I don't have to. Okay, drop these off. Quick save now. Let's see if we can get away with destroying some of these oh, nope. We could just disruption web that and destroy it, or at least destroy some of the other turrets. We're right here, though. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to disruption web here. And just destroy this, and then we can come over in this direction. How much is disruption web? I can do it twice, can't I? Yeah, I can do that to destroy as many turrets as I want. I have an opportunity to come in here and drop my zealots right on top of the generator as well if we stasis the battle cruiser and anything else that might be in that area. So this is going to be dicey, but I'm going to go for it because I think it could be a really interesting way to finish this map. And I'm actually approaching this map in a way that I have not really played it in the past, which is kind of cool. Okay, how close can we... Nope. Okay, so if we quick save first, we move in and we stasis the battlecruiser. Let's do it like this to see if there's anything else that's hidden. We can... It's a pretty short range. All right, it is stasised. We move in here and we drop. We disruption web and we disruption web. Oh, okay. All right, where's my Arbiter? Arbiter, get on up here in stasis. And then scouts just hit the generator. My own units can't hit the generator because they're, or my own units couldn't hit the turrets because they were under disruption web. But that worked perfectly, I'd say. Didn't even have to deal with a single Valkyrie. Being able to see the timer on the stasis field is actually really nice. I took forever on this map. Oh my god, way longer than was necessary. Really low survival rate, that's garbage. We had a really high survival rate, it's just they took our units away and they counted as killed. Ah, that's okay. We've had good survival rates in the past missions. Anyway, this has been Jay Barino. Thank you so much for watching. This mission was pretty fun. I did some different strategies than I tend to do on this map specifically, so it's a good time all around. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.